Okay. How na nishda hai pija awot mawa. Many blessings this morning. Na nishda hai pa pija pa. Hibi pa. Na nishda hai pa. Bless our water we drink. Na nishda hai himure namaga. Na pija na nishda hai tsunami yadawa. Magoy. What we're going to look at today, relatives, after we just did our morning blessing with our water, is just a recap of what we witnessed a few days ago. One of them is this drill pad right here. So I'll play this for you just for a few minutes, let you guys see where we're leading to this. What does a lateral drill pad look like? So this is what a lateral drill pad looks like. So I'm going to speed forward just so a little bit you guys get an idea. There's those two right here in the middle. Okay. The goal is to help articulate just really quick what a lateral drill pad looks like. I'm going to open up a few pictures. And there'll be more than one. What you'll see is a few different things right here. There's a lateral drill pad. There's another lateral drill pad. The pumps for a lateral drill. And that kind of looks a little bit similar to what we're looking at right here. But just a few questions we have for people that do know what these are. Okay, so if you guys know what an oil drill pad looks like, that's what you need to get a hold of me so we can help articulate it. Doing some research on what a drill pad does. There's an example of what it does. It's at one point and it goes all the way across. So the video you saw earlier just will be, these are the drill pads that will laterally drill under the Lake Oahe and then pop out on the other side. That's what a drill pad does. That's what the foundation will be doing. Okay, just a little update on what that means, what drill pads do. There's the technology of what it does also. So to me that looks like a drill pad. This is called horizontal directional drilling. You can Google it. You can find a little bit of information on what that means. Our next topic is going to be the red fawn video. Alright, so we're going to go up a little bit. We're going to watch this in real time, then we're going to watch this in slow motion. When it gets around 20 seconds, that's when I want you to pay attention. Or 22 seconds. So you can notice she's getting tased. You can see her jerking up and down. She's getting tased this whole time. Hear that? You can actually hear it. So it looks like the shots are right here by her foot.
What are you doing? Somebody has gone on. You got to grip them. You already had him covered. What are you whipping up? You're shooting at an unarmed man that's already down.
So here's another area. Keep in touch your eye on this guy also. This guy can see So just pay attention to these two guys.
What is that? Hard, hard. You already had him. Cover.
He's watching. This guy's paying attention. He's watching. He keeps looking back. He keeps looking back.
What are you doing?
This guy over here also. Pay attention to this guy and this guy.
What are you doing? You somebody has thrown on you guys will threat them. Come on.
This other guy is very important. Key at what he does when he gets up and walks away.
Look how weak you are. You are pitiful. Look how pitiful you are.
See? As he walks away, there's something in his hand. Then this guy comes in. This guy's being told to pay attention.
Yeah. No, it hit the dirt.
You don't need 10 people. One person.
Okay. So that's the bulk of that. So now let's watch the high def version of this. We're going to go frame for frame. There's a taser in the background. You can hear it brr, brr, and then you see her shaking. Right where he's got his knee on her, right here. So we see one guy come down and kneel down right behind these two guys. We see the shots right here. Okay, so this guy does pull his gun out, but he has a gun. This guy's going to come forward. And he has no gun. There is no gun. In his hand, there's nothing in his hand. We're going to go frame for frame so you can see what happens. Nothing wrong with your screen. I'm going frame for frame. Okay, watch his hand now. Watch his hand. There it is. Now he has a gun in his hands. So he also has something in the front up here. So we continue to watch him. We're going to go frame for frame again. This guy also has his gun on his side. This is frame by frame with high def. The guy takes it, it's so slow. Look at this. We've got such great accuracy. You can see this guy taking a spit. That's how we're going so slow. Look at this guy right here smiling. Now here's again, mention this guy right here. He's the guy that got pushed to the front. He's the one that saw everything. We're also watching this guy, the black guy with the ski mask coming forward from way back there. You still got this guy smiling over here. You guys may see this guy many times. He's Morton County. Keep watching. So again, there's something right here that this guy gets yelled at for. He grabbed something right out of his hand, out of his bag. Right here, this guy. Okay, now watch him very, very closely. He reaches in, he grabs something out of his, and then he drops it down inside. We're assuming he's macing her, or we're not sure, tasing her, but she's jolting as we're watching this. That many men on her. So we're going to keep going. The last few minutes the last few seconds are very important. So you got this guy that comes in as well. We're watching everything very detailed, frame for frame, as everything goes in. As each different officer, this other guy leans down right here. So look at what's in his hand. There's a second gun in his hand. You can clearly see that he has a second gun. Or an item that suggestively looks like a second gun, and he conceals it. There we go. There it is in his hand. He actually sees the guy looking at him. So we're going to go right here. Watch this guy. This guy looks right at him. We're still going frame for frame. As they look at each other, we keep watching them. So this angle is very, very unique, how you're watching several different things happening during this time. There's more people with media standing there too, so we need your help. If you guys have more video, we can help articulate this. So now we're going to focus on this guy because we can no longer see those two back there. This is the guy to focus on with the mask right here. This guy with the mask, that's the guy to focus on right here. We go frame for frame. We're almost there, guys. He's looking around. Wipes his face. This guy is watching again. Okay, so here's the guy behind you, right here. The guy that he went and met with the other guy, the military guy. Here he goes. He's starting to get up. We're not sure what this is. It looks like an exchange. And then this guy comes down right here. This is the guy we spoke with many times on the line. So this made no sense what this guy was doing. But it looked like he had something down there. In the meantime, this guy comes back in. Rubs his buddy on the head. This guy looks and says, "Oh shit, you saw me." there's this guy. So this guy, there's a lot of things happening watching this. This guy is actually right here, keeps looking down and seeing, and he doesn't agree with it. Then he's got his buddy right here that tells him. And then he stands there and makes sure that he keeps looking forward. In the meantime, this is where we're able to see what's going on right here. As we watch and articulate this from many different angles. So that just a...
No, it hit the dirt.
You don't need 10 people. Only one person.
Why do you have live rounds chambered for unarmed people?
Leave a weapon away.
You do not need live rounds for unarmed people. Why do you have live ammo for unarmed
This guy
people?
continues to block.
Put your weapon
to
down.
block.
We are unarmed. Put your weapon down.
Why are you armed?
Put your weapon down.
Look at this guy in the background. He's smiling real
Put your
big.
gun down. Those are live rounds. That is not less than lethal ammunition. Put your gun down. No one is armed here. Put your weapon down.
We're peaceful.
Why is your finger so close to that trigger? We are unarmed.
All right, guys. So when we're looking at this, you're going to see that there's clearly a large number of men on this on Fawn. So just take your time. This is going to go straight through.
That's already down. What the fuck is that? Hard! You already had him covered. You want hard? What are you doing? What are you doing? You already down the ground. Somebody has to arm you guys. You threat them.
Come on. Look how weak you are. You are pitiful.
So you guys watch the footage. I put it up there several times. Take a look at it, review it. I'm not suggesting anything. We're just reviewing the footage, seeing what we see. We see several potential items being put inside of the circle. So you be the judge. You be the call on that. You decide what you see on there. We've seen what we've seen, and we're going to continue to document and report that as we move forward. Other thing we're going to show is, as many of you know, on October 8th, I was, a little bit before the 8th, I was charged with stalking. So what I wanted to show you with was a few guys on a public road as I was taking a visitor through to see what we were seeing when this is an access road that you can go down. It's a public road way away from Energy Transfer property, way away from anything that's DAPL. It's just kind of off of Highway 6. And so I want to show you what we've seen with the long lens, about maybe almost a mile away. You're able to view, that they're still working digitally over there, and their equipment has gotten a little bigger. We're wondering if this is where they're pulling different things or hiding what they're doing over there. Not sure what they're doing exactly, but I want to show you a little bit of who I ran into. So it looked like these guys have been watching bad movies, but this is real. This is what's out there. This is what I got the stalking charge over. So look at this guy. No license plates. They don't wear license plates on their vehicles at all. This is the guy. So I got a stalking charge from these guys who said they were scared for their lives. They said they were scared for their lives. This is how we're greeted. This is what we see every day here. This is the guys that said they were scared for their lives. I got a stalking charge for doing documentation of their bullying. Look like two Ninja Turtles to me. Don't look scary. Look like a bad Hollywood movie. But this is what we witness every day. And last night, we were told that a couple of people actually, went across to go pray, and they were shot at with live rounds from these guys. But there's no accountability because they are the police with the police. Morton County Police Department are protecting these guys. These are the guys that we look back in the videos. If you look back in the early September, you'll see these guys are always working with Morton County Police. They've got the approval to dress like this in any way, shape, or form, to wear no license plates on their vehicle. Again, they don't have license plates on their vehicle, in front or in back. I gotta tell you though, it's a nice looking truck. You guys been watching too many movies on what bad guys look like. They're bad actors as bad guys, but they sure do fit the part. So this is something, again, is being witnessed here. With that, relatives, those are the things that we continue to document and witness with the lateral drilling, just to bring you up to speed on the things that we're seeing here as we continue to document and go through. What we are witnessing is a foreign company that's an energy transfer company, have domestic ties, employing domestic resources to incite a riot. That would make us domestic terrorists as they continue to bring officers from all over the country, off-duty officers, and hire them. You think about that as we're witnessing how many officers are coming in from around the country. An energy transfer company has its resources, domestic resources, at its disposal, from untrained militarized police officers being trained by mercenaries, as you can see from the picture, and also National Guard, blocking off 1802 on the highway on the north side and the south side, and protecting it on both sides, while Dakota Access Pipeline finishes their pipeline. From the video, we've seen that the launch pad is there. It's built. They've got their water lines going down. If you do a little bit of research on it, it'll tell you everything that an oil company has to do in order to commence its drilling down. It needs a water source, and it's obviously set its place up for that water source. It's got to dump its wastewater also from the drilling. There's several things and steps that they've got to do. But because no one can get in there, they've also abusing the other abuse would be FAA regulations. Abusing FAA regulations. What does that mean in abusing FAA regulations? Well, there's a whole lot of things they're doing. It's a no-fly zone. That's the first time. That's the first sign of abuse, right? Is FAA regulations being abused with the no-fly zone. And so as we continue to bring the information to you, bring what we're doing and sharing, we're having to continue to do this any way possible, whether it's sitting in the lobby, sitting in a meeting room, whatever we can find. Wi-Fi is what we're trying to do and get this going. We have also, the other thing we're trying to do is just help articulate what people are seeing that aren't here. That's the main thing. Helping articulate what people are seeing here. And so as we continue to articulate the world, we're just going to share with them what's going on here in Standing Rock. So with this recap, you got to see the video with in slow motion, frame by frame, with high definition video of the fawn when she was getting arrested. You can hear the tasers going on in the background, tasing her. You have several men, strong, well-trained men on top of her, holding her down. Now, when you see other people being handled like this, they're subdued fast, not for 3-4 minutes like that. You know, so she must be pretty dang strong. So we're just putting it out there that you got to see it frame for frame. As you continue to watch the other one, where I got stalking charges from Dakota Access Security, which, as you've seen from the picture that I showed you guys, that these guys are mercenaries. And when you're seeing highly trained officers or military guys like this, it really makes you kind of open your eyes to what is really happening, in front of us. It's really something to see. So let me show you guys one more time that for you guys have just got on what we've witnessed. This is again the guys that I got the stalking charge from. Because look at this. Look like a crazy movie that these guys come out of. So here's him looking right at me, and his buddy. They look like two Ninja Turtles sitting in there. Raphael and Leonardo. So this is what they look like, trying to intimidate anybody who comes by. This is a public access road, so there's no one. I'm way far from breaking the law here. I'm way away from Energy Transfer Land and Dakota Access, anything that has to do with either or. But look at these guys. These guys are sitting on the public road. Again, they do look like two Ninja Turtles in an awesome truck. This is what we're up against every day. You can see these. So I encourage, one of the things I did is I ran into some citizens over there in Martin County, and one of them says, she looks at me and she's asked me if I'm a protester. And I says, I'm a water protector. And she was just really, really, her negative energy. And I actually asked her before she said anything, are you okay? And she goes, no, I'm not. And I says, I had a feeling you weren't okay. I could feel your energy. And she goes, I wanted you to feel it. And I says, is there anything I can do to help you? And she goes, are you a protester? Just really negative. And I took the opportunity to educate her as much as I possibly could right there. I encouraged her to research. Don't read. The Bismarck Tribune is where she said she's getting the information, and it's one-sided. And I asked her and encouraged her to see, the other side. And I asked her if she's getting the other side. No, she's not getting the other side. But she was really reluctant. She just really didn't want to talk. She was really tight-lipped. When you first hear "you people," that's what you hear from these guys. The racism is so beyond belief. It's unreal. Even with the officers, there's no hiding it. And they don't care. The world is watching, especially with the new president that's elected. That's really allowed a lot of people to come out of their shell to be open about racism. And so that's something that's to take note of. It definitely has a impact on how we're looking throughout the country with racism. So with that, we just want to send blessings in all the four directions. Again, just a short recap of what we're witnessing here with the lateral drilling, and what it looks like to do lateral drilling. That's what it looks like. Again, just a small recap, kind of educate you and educating myself along the way on what does that mean. What does lateral drilling mean? What does it look like? And these are the type of machinery that they've been already lateral drilling under the roads already. So these are the machines that are similar to push the pipes through and allow the lateral drilling. So these are the things that just to look for. I encourage you to look up, Google these. I Googled them, and we look for, there's very minimal things on there that are describing lateral drills. So you got to continue to look. Doesn't really say who's making them. And they're used for roadways. They're used for oil rigs in the ocean. They're used to go under roads. And as you can see here, they're used to go underwater. These are just a few things. Okay, guys, gonna been on a little too long, and I'm gonna go on right here, just ending with this. This is what I got charged for. My charge was stalking Dakota Access Security and doing what I'm doing now from a public road. This is what I was charged with. This is what you're looking at. They said they were in fear of their lives. Do they look like they're in fear of their lives? So what I'd like you guys to do is to go on Digital Smoke Signals. So we have a team all over the country that's a part of Digital Smoke Signals, adding to it. Journalists, adding their information to it, and coming in solidarity as water protectors as well, and bringing the information. So the information we're bringing is kind of both sides. You're seeing it right here in the raw, and trying to also get opinions from officers. We found out that they have a policy to not talk to me and answer any questions, but a few of them continue to answer those questions. So just be safe out there. Again, journalists, when you go out there, this is what you encounter. They're going to try to intimidate you, break out your camera, document this. They're not answering questions. Again, Young Turks, TYT, put a short video out about how they were confronted with the workers with bats. And so this is what they're doing. They drove by me real slow. They try to put it sounds like their truck has a jet on it, like they're going to take off into outer space. So we're assuming they're aliens. But this is what you get. What you see is what you get.